Well, guys, I'm sure you're curious as to what the hell I'm doing right now. Well, let me tell you. So, I was roaming around on YouTube the other day. Saw this old timer pull his BMW into his garage, and he showed this fancy way he's got of doing an alignment on his BMW. I think it worked pretty freaking awesome on the old Turbo S. Now, he was able to do his method with the tires on, and since I've got super big old wide truck tires, we weren't able to utilize that same exact method, but we got it pretty close. So what we ended up doing is we pulled this machine in here, pulled it off, pulled the tires off, and put it on these little creeper dollies. And basically what we're going to be doing here is in a laser alignment, like a do-it-yourself laser alignment. This is a lot more accurate than just doing it the eyeball way like I used to show you guys. Well, I wouldn't say eyeball, but using a tape measure and using the tires and whatnot. So basically what we're going to do is you're going to need a few things to make this work. You're going to need some fishing string. You're going to need a couple of bullet laser shooters, magnetic ones preferably. You're going to need some weights to act as like a plumb bob. And other than that, a little black marker. Let's get to it. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be doing here. All right, so we're back here at the back of the machine. And basically what we got here is a piece of string. It's a fishing line. It's just hanging down there. This right here is here to mark the center of the machine. Okay, so that little line there is marking the center of the back. Go up to the front here, and this is actually marking the center of the frame in the front. Okay, now what we end up doing here is we take one of our lasers, like this one right here, and what we end up doing is we take it and we line it up to where that laser line is actually going to hit both strings. So you've got it going all the way to the back here. Let's see if I can zoom in. You got it going all the way to the back. You need to make it hit both strings, okay? Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you a center mark, a center point. Once you have that center point, we already marked ours. It was right there. But once you have that center point, it's going to draw a dot on the wall for you. You're going to go ahead and mark that. So this is our center point shooting backwards up against the wall, okay? Now, you're going to do the same thing on the back, and you're going to shoot the light forward, okay? And that is this dot that we have here. I went ahead and drew a straight line all the way up, so we have a reference mark. Basically, the way that you do this is you're going to make your measurement from here to the middle, okay, for the front left, and you're going to write it down. Mine was 35 7/8 inches, okay? Now, when we come over here to the back, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to measure from this outside line. Sorry, I marked twice. Outside line, you're going to measure all the way to the middle. Here we have 32 3/4, okay? Over here on the left, we got 33 1/2. On the front passenger side, 33 or 35 7/8. Here's one thing I noticed. Both of these fronts, they're centered. They're centered on the front of the machine, but they're definitely not squared with the machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these adjustments. And the key here is to get this measurement from the middle to the outside on the driver's side to match that measurement from the middle to the outside. So I'm going to get to adjusting, and I'll show you guys what we came up with. All right, so we got the laser here. It's all just got it magnetic, just stuck up against the rotor there. And if you look at the back wall, we got our dot there. So we're at 32 and some change there, and we're at 35 in the front. So we're going to need to make this back gap a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move this tie rod and rotate it until we see our dot move, okay? Now we got our dot, it's a little far there. Because you got to remember, everything that you add on the back is going to take away from the front. So we'll go about 1 inch in there. And then what we'll do is we'll go take a measurement. And we'll keep adjusting this thing until the back measurement matches up here at the front. Let's see if we can get it. All right, so I went ahead and I made all my adjustments. We've got our little dot right there. There's our final dot. We're at 35 1/8 on the driver's side to the middle. And if you come right here to the back, we're 35 1/8 on the final dot there. Now, one thing you'll notice is none of these machines are perfectly square, right? And I'll show you how. I'll show you why right here. Come over here to this side and measure from the outside to the middle. It's actually 35 1/4. Same thing in the back. 35 1/4. We're talking about an 1/8 of an inch difference between the driver's side and the passenger side. But this thing's gonna drive down the road like a freaking arrow. I think I had the steering wheel just a little bit off center, but it's all right. Just drive straight. The way I did it last time, when I put the lasers on the machine and checked what how the alignment looked just right off the gate, I was like 3 inches off. So you want a good alignment? This doesn't take very long. Takes a few little tools and pretty freaking easy if you ask me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a nice little short one. Make sure you guys leave a comment, share this stuff with your friends, and if you guys got any questions, hit me up in the messages. We'll holler at you guys later. Peace. Womp, womp, womp. Say hi, Mom.